A few years ago, I was struggling to find direction in my career, in my life, in my business, and I wasn't seeing the results that I wanted. Today, I'm partnered with Whop, a platform that's processed over $1 billion and partnered with Iman Gadzhi. And I personally brought in more than $11 million in processing volume in just the last 5 months. And I also have a staffing agency that's done well over $50,000 in a month. This transformation didn't happen by accident. It came from implementing 7 specific steps that genuinely changed the trajectory of my life. I'm Joseph Henry. I'm about to show you the 7 steps that actually worked to transform my life. Not the theoretical advice that you see in most self-improvement content. So the first step is taking extreme accountability. Your life is largely where it is because of the choices that you've made. External factors exist, but focusing on them gives away your power to change. When I was working on building my marketing skills, instead of blaming clients or the market when things didn't work out, I asked myself, what am I missing? What skills do I need to develop? This mindset shift is uncomfortable because it means acknowledging where you've fallen short. But if you're part of the problem, you're also part of the solution. Taking extreme accountability isn't about self-criticism. It's about recognizing your power to change circumstances. Ask yourself, what areas of your life are you making excuses right now? What would change if you took complete responsibility for them? Step 2. The second step is protecting your momentum. In my sales career, I've noticed the days that I've closed one deal, I was much more likely to close another deal the same day. When I'm on a productive streak, I double down. If I'm having a productive morning, I don't reward myself with a break, I keep pushing. Conversely, when I feel momentum slipping, I immediately do something to create a small win. Momentum works both ways. When things are going well, they tend to continue to go well. When things are sliding, they tend to keep sliding. Your job is to protect positive momentum at all costs and interrupt negative momentum as quickly as possible. Step 3, design your environment. We all have limited willpower, so make success the path of least resistance. I made 3 specific changes. First, I redesigned all my digital environment by turning off non-essential notifications and setting specific times to check email and social media. Second, I cleaned and organized my physical workspace. A clean desk creates mental clarity that's hard to achieve in a cluttered environment. Third, I started getting more sunlight early in the day, which I do easily when I take my dogs out, which helped me regulate my energy levels. Your environment shapes your behavior far more than your willpower ever will. Don't fight against a poorly designed environment, redesign it. Step 4, strategic elimination. Most people try to add more to their lives, but real improvement comes from subtraction. I became a lot more selective with professional relationships, focusing on people who were where I wanted to be. I eliminated information overload, focusing on implementing what I already knew rather than consuming endless content. I eliminated music with lyrics during deep work sessions, which helped me focus better on complex tasks. What you remove from your life is often more important than what you add to it. Ask yourself, what 3 things could you eliminate this week to create more space for what truly matters? Step 5, physical optimization. Your physical state directly impacts your mental performance and decision-making ability. Regular exercise has been a consistent part of my routine. On days when I exercise, I'm more focused and more confident and better able to handle stress. I practice intermittent fasting, which gives me clear thinking in the morning hours when I do most of my important work. I prioritize quality sleep. I use a Whoop band, which you can see right here. It actually tracks my sleep. When my sleep suffers, my decision-making and creativity suffer too. Your mind and body are not separate systems. Optimizing your physical state is one of the fastest ways to improve your mental performance. Step 6, practice delayed gratification. For important decisions, I ask, what would benefit my future self? I invested in skills rather than status symbols, putting money into courses and experiences that build valuable skills in marketing and sales. I focused on building relationships and reputation for the long term, which obviously paid off a whole lot. I learned to say no to immediate opportunities that didn't align with my long-term vision, even when they offered quick money. Success is largely a result of making short-term sacrifices for long-term gains. The gap between where you are and where you want to be is filled by delayed gratification. Step 7, consistent action. We've all heard it a million times. All the mindset shifts and habit optimizations mean nothing without action. I focus on high leverage activities, the 20% of actions that produce 80% of the results. I commit to daily revenue generating activities. Every day I do at least one thing that could directly lead to making money or creating value. I focus on output over input, measuring what I actually produce rather than how many hours I work. Success is a numbers game. The more focused actions you take, the more feedback you get, the faster you learn, the quicker you succeed. These 7 steps, extreme accountability, momentum protection, environment design, strategic elimination, physical optimization, delayed gratification, and consistent action have genuinely helped me transform my professional life. But knowing these steps isn't enough. You have to implement them. Pick just one of these steps that resonated with you the most, comment it down below, and focus on implementing it for the next 30 days. Once that becomes natural, implement another one. Transformation isn't an event, it's a process. It happens step by step, day by day, decision by decision. If you found this video valuable, definitely hit that subscribe button, drop a comment to let me know that you got to the very end. I'm Joseph Henry, and I'll see you in the next one.